Is it just me, right? Or do we sometimes seem to have a bit of a double standard when it comes to movie adaptations of books or TV shows from books? Like, oh my god, this is like my favourite book at the minute. It's just, and the movie's coming out, and the casting was just so perfect. I can't wait to see it. It's going to be amazing. And then, hey, have you seen that new film? I thought it was really, really good. What? Have you even, like, read the book? I mean, they left this out. They barely even covered this. They deviated from the book in this way, right? And that way as well. And they completely missed that character out. That's like one of my favourite characters. They have such the most amazing backstory ever. It's just, I don't know how they dare do it. Dude, chill. It's like a 2-hour movie, not a 1,000-page epic. It's never gonna be perfect. I expected better of the movie industry though. I mean, they should have had a real fan adapt it. Then maybe they'd understand the plot. And, I mean, if I'd done it, I wouldn't have left that out. I definitely would not have let that out. That needed to be made so much bigger. That character would be in, obviously, and the whole of their backstory. This is slowly turning into a 10-hour epic. I know, like, wouldn't that be just amazing? Like, that's the only way that you can adapt a book, really. But then, I can't believe they're splitting the last book into 2 movies. That's, like, so cliched now. I mean, it's not even any bigger than the last 2 books. How do they think they can stretch it out into 2 films? It's clearly just a sad attempt on Hollywood's part to try and make as much money as possible from the franchise before they run out of material. But surely a longer movie means that you can fit more of the book into it. Yeah, but they're not going to keep the right bits. I mean, come on, it's Hollywood. Look at the disaster they made of the first movie. They can't save it now. I think if everyone can just accept that the movie is never, ever going to be as good as the book for someone who read the book first, and maybe stop trying to pretend otherwise, there'd be a lot less arguments when you come out of the cinema having just seen Hollywood's latest pathetic attempt. No. Hollywood's most recent rip-off of... No, that doesn't work either. The newest book butchered by... No. You know what I'm getting at. Truth is, the movie isn't going to be able to include everyone's tragic backstory, and sometimes for the sake of storytelling they're going to have to borrow from the next book or the next few books. But equally, no one who hasn't read the book actually cares about that major plot point that they missed out, you know, the one you're having a hard time stopping yourself detailing over whatever fast food you've gone to get afterwards. They will just adopt that same glazed expression that you use when your mum's trying to tell you to tidy your room as they shovel fries and ketchup into their mouth. And I know, I am always that person who comes out of the cinema and immediately starts ranting to whoever's closest about every single tiny minute detail that was changed from book to film. But really, I mean, movies are made to appeal to everyone. You know, people who've read the book, people who haven't, people who like that genre, people who don't, smart people, dumb people, young people, old people, anyone who can pay for a cinema ticket. Books, on the other hand, are for people who have the time and the patience to just sit quietly for a bit with their thoughts, their imagination, and the words of a storyteller. And that's all they have at the end of the day, just words on a page and whatever they can come up with in their head. And that means that when someone reads a book, their experience of that book is completely unique to them. There's no one sat next to them commenting on every scene or hating on this character or that character. You'll have to take importance from the bits that you find important, grow attached to the characters you find likeable, react to every twist and turn the way that you will, and close the book on a cliffhanger if you want. And the book will always, always be better than the film. Always. Just in case you're interested in these kind of things, that was the first vlog, sketch, thing, I don't know what to call it, that I scripted, which did result in some amusing outtakes when I couldn't say specific words. But yeah, the book most recently nope. Why can't I say butchered? And by the way, this is the pile of things that I had to move from up here before I found my Gryffindor scarf. And I now have to put it all back.